All right, so we got a little carp problem down at the pond. We're trying to clean the pond up, but you can't clean it up whenever you got the amount of carp that we have in the pond. My neighbor wants them in his pond, so we are going to try to do some electrofishing and take them to the... Everything is bigger. So I found this Susan 735 MP on Amazon. So I ordered it. I think it was like $65. Quality's not that great. I'm not even sure it works yet. I can tell you that when I opened the box, there was some rattling, and I looked down in there, and there was 3 of the small nuts off the bottom that actually hold the electrical board to the actual body, and the screws were out. The panel was flopping around, so I actually had to take the screws, take it apart, and get those screws and the nuts and put them back on there, tighten them up good. So it's structurally together. I'm not sure if it actually is working yet. But I got a test battery. I'm hooking up to this battery to show you what it does straight out of the box. And then we'll work on how we're going to put together the actual, the stingers, you want to call them, whatever you want to call them, that we're going to use to put in the water to shock the fish. So what I'll do is I'm going to move the camera so y'all can see closer when I hook this up to the battery, what it does. And then I'll move the camera down so you can watch what I do when I put this together. Yeah. Let me get this out of the way. So again, this thing came with no directions whatsoever. So I did some research online, did a lot of YouTube searches, and still didn't find anybody who could tell me how to set the settings for the frequency, the high-low. So basically, you attach the 2 alligator clips to your battery, and then the red over here goes to the hot side of your stinger, whatever you call it, and then the black will go as the ground. It goes into the water to complete the circuit. So let me hook it up to the battery and show you what it does. So instantly it has an actual fan on the back. The fan comes on, it's running, it's pretty quiet. That's the fuse cover. It came with 2 fuses. All right, so again, there's no light or anything on. It's got the high and low switch. I can't hear any changes or anything in the actual component, but this is the trigger switch, was basically it's like a clothespin. It's going to close and make the contact between the 2 poles. So I'm gonna hit that, and the work light comes on. No sounds or anything, so that's what happens. So that's it for running it on the battery. I haven't put it up to any meters to see what it's drawing or how much it's putting out. We'll see what happens there when the time comes. So let me back up and get to assembling. Okay, so the tools, I got some new strippers that I just got for a birthday present. Some clippers, I got the drill bit, and I have some heat shrink connections for some butt connectors. And these other connectors, I'm probably going to use a different connector here on the actual box. I have some, I think this is some old, 12 gauge strand wire, and that is what I'm going to use on the actual stingers. And then this is just an old extension cord. I cut the ground out and I'm gonna use it to reach. My intention was to actually make it long enough to where I would be able to not have to be so close to the control panel in the box, but we'll be limited to this switch right here. So I'm going to, what I'm gonna do is explain this. So I pre-drilled some holes in this PVC on both ends. So what I'm gonna do is run this heavier wire through there and come out on each ends. And then I'll make connections on the extension cord to that. And I'm going to speed it up so y'all don't have to sit through all that. Let me get you going. All right, here we are. We're back day 2, and we had a revision. And the revision was yesterday. I didn't get done in time to go test it out while I was feeding the fish. But while I was down there, I realized that the original PVC pipe was way too short. So, scratch that. So this morning, I went to the local hardware store and got 2 12-foot pieces of 3/4 inch PVC, or in this case CPVC, because the kid at the dock didn't know what he was loading. Got those pieces. I fished the wire through it, and I'm fixing to make these connections here on both ends of the wire leading back to the Susan. And then after that, I need to figure out where to put this, the actual switch, because the box has got, this is how far I can get away from the box. And then you can see how far I got to be away from the battery. So you got to either put this in some kind of carrying case and backpack it, or cart. We're going to figure that out. I really don't want to put it in a backpack, but that's probably the best way to move around, especially we've had about 2.5 inches of rain this week, so rolling the car is not going to be nothing nice. But again, I don't want to put this in the backpack and have to carry it around just because of ease, but we'll see. I mean, it is a marine battery. It ain't no pump. So I'm going to make these connections up, and then we're going to have it all together, and then I still got to figure out what we're going to do on the tips. We'll get back to that one. So this is not electrical tape. This is some kind of X-fastening tape. My brother told me it was great for cleaning wiring jobs up. I don't know. Maybe if I hit it with some heat, maybe it would shrink up, but I'm sure it's some kind of something good for somebody. All right, now let's figure out what we're gonna do on the other end of this thing. So basically all I did was wrap the ends around so the wire would pull back out. But I know I at least gotta strip these back, and what would be a better conductor down in the water? I've seen them make like these claw looking things on these professional electrofishing rigs, but I'm sure the points, it has something to do with the barometric pressure and water temperature and how the water conduit conducts electricity. But we're gonna try the simple route, because if I can watch some guys wrap it around a couple of spoons on a stick, I think we can just leave them bare. We're gonna find out today though. Get out there and see if those carp are ready to ride the lightning or not. Just for fun, I'll spread this end out pretend it's the mini claw. So somebody's got a better design or plan, they can put it in the comment section and tell me what we need to do to improve on this. What we need to attach on there. Do we need a wire claw attachment or make up something? Somebody can comment. This is going to be, I'm afraid this is going to be our Achilles heel on this whole rig. Might be better off if I have someone else hit the old lightning button. And I can walk around with the rest of it, just have them, they could activate the lightning, and then they come run with the net and scoop them up. I think that's going to be the plan. So stick around, we'll get this out to the pond and give it a shot. All right, we'll have a moment with Paps, or pause with Paps. That's what we call it, pause with Paps. Let me call him and get his input, since he just called.
What do you want, Jim?
Hey, I was just trying to get your input. If you looked and see what I posted up on YouTube about our new device we might be working on.
Some input. Yeah, you need to, don't be shocking your damn fish. Why are you shocking your fish?
Because I'm culling them. A neighbor wants some of those carp, so we're taking them to his house.
Well, that one carp I seen swimming around looked like a bunch of bass swimming around to me.
They're red. Did you see the video I posted yesterday?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, all 14 seconds of it, yeah.
I never mind. Never mind. I forget who I called.
What are you trying to say?
That did not look like. What bass are you catching? I didn't mean to interrupt your nap.
No, I'm kind of right here waiting on you to call, but
Yeah.
I don't see nothing but some damn. Oh, okay, those are what I read. Yeah, that's pretty damn red. Now let's see.
Maybe you didn't have your glasses on last night.
Maybe not.
I got a little plan. I've been feeding the brim off to the side, and those carp kind of stay in one area. So I'm gonna set them up for the okie doke and wait till them carp come up. And when I see them, I'm gonna hit them with some lightning. I'm gonna stun them, and when they float up, we're gonna net them, throw them in a tank, and take them to the neighbor. Yeah, I looked on the interweb, and they were about $12 to $15 a piece.
No shit.
Yeah.
For a carp.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Well.
I mean, they were over a bed of rice, but still, I mean.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's all you wanted with me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much good.
I got important shit goes on over here. I ain't got time to be talking to you, getting you out of bind after bind after bind all the time. Okay, you're gonna have to, like, spread your wings and fly sometime. You know what I mean?
I'm trying my best. I'm doing what I can with what I got.
Yeah, and I seen my damn speakers hanging up in your shop too.
Well, oh no.
It looked like something was sitting over the very top of the speaker. I told Kim to see, better get that off. That shit's gonna vibrate off of there. Bust him in the head when he walks under. Anyhow,
but you weren't gonna take, you were gonna wait for it to happen before you were gonna tell me.
Well, I mean, I figured we could go a couple of days anyhow. I mean, apparently it didn't hit you. Unless it's like something important, just kind of, just limit to important shit. So I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna, because I'll be hurting your feelings. You'll be telling Sky, she'll be getting on to me. So just make sure it's important, all right?
Appreciate you.
All right, buddy.
He must have known I was recording. Maybe not. He dropped a couple of curse words. It's almost fish feeding time, and so I'm gonna go set out the lightning rods and do all that beforehand, and then I got some other stuff set up. I'll be setting the crawfish pot up, so we'll be back. Yeah. All right, I came down here to set up at the pond. This is what we got so far. I'm going with the low setting, mid frequency, and everything's connected except the positive. I'm not gonna put the positive on until I actually feed the fish. And then I got the old lightning switch right there. And you can see the poles right in the water pretty good ways. But I should be able to do it remote. I just hit the lightning button, and I'm gonna throw the feed out in the middle. So we'll see what happens.
He's out there. They're out there.
She's a doozy. All right, that's it for this week's video. As you can tell in the background, we're probably getting ready for supper, some crawfish. But the fish shop worked, and I can't wait to the trial run went really well. So now we'll get out there and let it rip and see what we can really do. Be sure to like and subscribe.